The Engineer and the Sales Coach, an unlikely origin story. I was 5'6" and carried more weight than I was proud of. My professional life was split between two worlds that seemed completely separate. By day, I was a software engineer, a person who lived by logic, systems, the cold, hard reality of code. I built algorithms to solve complex problems by breaking them down into small, manageable, repeatable steps. By night, and on weekends, I was a sales coach, teaching teams how to navigate the messy, emotional world of human interaction. I taught them that even selling, an act often seen as pure art or charisma, was a process that could be learned, measured, improved upon with systematic effort. It never occurred to me that these two skill sets would one day converge to solve the most frustrating problem of my personal life. Problem. System. Sales process. Plus, engineering logic. Dating method. The problem, of course, was dating. The core idea of the algorithmic dating method is simple. Stop treating dating like a magical lottery. Start treating it like a learnable skill, like learning a musical instrument, or learning a new language. Most people approach dating with a results-first mindset. They fixate on the end goal, getting a girlfriend, getting married, without building the foundational skills required to get there. It's like trying to write a novel without first learning the alphabet. It guarantees frustration and failure. The algorithm flips the script. It focuses on the process, breaking the entire journey down into small, distinct stages. Each stage has its own skill to master, and its own clear, achievable goal. This system is built on a few core principles from my professional life. First, from sales, we take the concept of a funnel. A sales team doesn't just make random calls hoping someone buys. They guide potential customers through steps. Awareness, interest, consideration, purchase. At each step, some people will drop out, and that's expected. The goal isn't to convert everyone, it's to improve conversion at each stage. We'll apply this same thinking to dating. Track progress from first conversation to relationship. This data-driven approach removes the emotion from failure and turns it into useful feedback. Second, from software engineering, we take iterative development. Build a small piece and test it until it works. Then you build the next piece on top of it. Break a large, overwhelming problem into small, manageable micro-skills. That's the key to progress without getting discouraged. Focus on one tiny goal, like a 2-minute conversation with a stranger. The first and most difficult step is to confront the hard truths about attraction with the dispassionate eye of an analyst. The dating world is full of comforting lies. On the other hand, demoralizing exaggerations. Both extremes are lazy and wrong. The truth lives in the messy, statistical middle. Appearance absolutely matters, especially in the initial filtering stage. People make snap judgments based on physical attributes. For men, height is a significant factor. This isn't a moral failing. It's a biological and social preference. Acknowledging this isn't defeatism, it's like looking at a map before a journey. Once you accept the data, make a clear-headed inventory. Left, things you cannot change. Right, things you can change. For me, 5'6", height went on the cannot change list. Can change list is usually longer. Weight and body fat percentage, posture, grooming, sense of style, vocal tonality, social skills, most important. Stop wasting energy on the cannot change list. Focus 100% on the can change list. I dug into the data on height preferences. Vast majority prefer taller men, but roughly 10 to 15% have no height preference or will overlook it. That meant my target market was a specific smaller segment. My job wasn't to attract everyone. My job, find and connect with that 15%. Suddenly the problem changed, from I'm too short to, how do I reach my target demographic? Much better problem. Yeah. After accepting the unchangeable, the next logical step is to optimize every controllable variable. Think of yourself as a product on the market. Before marketing or social skills work, make the product itself appealing. Run this in parallel with social skills training. Don't wait until your body is done. Practice conversations now. Do both at the same time. Start with physical fitness. For me, that meant losing extra weight. The goal, healthy athletic body composition, not bodybuilding. This has two big benefits. Benefit 1, it improves physical attractiveness. Lower body fat reveals facial structure, building muscle, improves posture, and how clothes hang. Benefit 2, discipline, resilience, self-respect. Do short, intense workouts, HIIT, or a basic strength program. Consistency beats routine. Aim for progress, not perfection. Address diet alongside fitness. A simple rule helped me: no calories from liquids. Section 5. Step 3, the 8-belt system for dating mastery. To make the daunting task of learning social skills manageable, I broke it down into an 8-stage belt system. You start by learning how to stand, then how to punch, then how to block. Each belt represents fundamental skills. You cannot skip a belt. You must demonstrate proficiency at one level before practicing the next. The journey begins at white belt. Understand the system. The deliverable is knowledge. Absorb the framework and commit to the process. Next is yellow belt. Initiation. Initiate 50 brief, low-stakes conversations. Ask the time. Give a quick compliment. Outcome is irrelevant. From there, orange. Create dialogue. 20 conversations of 1 to 2 minutes. Add an observation, a follow-up. Learn the rhythm. Green, contact exchange. Blue, meeting coordination. Brown, physical escalation. Black, intimate relations. Black belt. First Dan, relationship maintenance. Each has a specific skill and a quantitative goal. For green, naturally get 10 phone numbers or social contacts. Move forward only after consistent success. Section 6. Mastering the stages. The power of platonic practice. Practice in low-pressure environments first. The biggest obstacle is fear of romantic rejection. Decouple practice from romance. Make friends. Don't hunt for a partner. Yellow belt. Practice openers. Orange belt. Sustain short conversations with anyone. Before asking someone you're attracted to, practice contact exchange at hobby groups and events. Master the logistics and phrasing first. Only after mastery in platonic context do you add romantic intent. By then, the action feels familiar and low stakes. It's like learning to swim in the shallow end versus the deep end during a storm. If you want to fix a problem, you must first measure it. This is a cardinal rule in engineering and sales, and it's the engine behind the algorithmic dating method. Emotional states like frustration or loneliness are not useful metrics. Data does. Treat your dating life like a funnel. Pinpoint the exact stage where you're failing. Log every attempt. Be brutally honest. The data is for your eyes only. After weeks, patterns emerge. Example, 50 approaches, 15 dialogues, but only 1 contact exchange. Not failure. Invaluable information. Yellow is strong. Orange to green is the bottleneck. The problem isn't confidence, it's a specific, trainable skill gap. Improve 1-minute conversation quality. Ask open-ended questions. Share a brief personal anecdote. Make the ask feel natural. Work that single stage until numbers improve. Massive, measurable victory. This loop, track, identify, train, repeat, separates this from wishful thinking. It replaces despair with a clear, logical plan for improvement. Attraction is not monolithic. Break it into 5 vectors: physical, emotional, intellectual, security, resource. Assess honestly, then develop the vectors where you have highest potential. I deprioritized physical ceilings and resource traps, and doubled down on emotional, intellectual, and security. After an hour, she felt heard, stimulated, and emotionally safe. That combination can easily override a lack of initial physical sizzle. Pick your battles and play to your strengths. Theory is great, but results are what matter. Let me tell you about a client of mine named David. When he came to me, he was 32, a successful lawyer, financially stable, reasonably good-looking, yet his dating life was a barren wasteland of first dates that went nowhere. The first thing we did was implement the tracking system. The data immediately revealed the bottleneck. He was a master of yellow, orange, green. The problem was the date itself. David's conversation was resume reciting. Big case, fancy vacation, expensive watch. He played only the resource vector. Dates felt like interviews. For 12 weeks he was banned from job talk unless asked. Mission, world-class listener. Ask open-ended, emotion-centered questions. What was the most exciting part of your trip? How did that make you feel? Not, where did you go? We added fitness for discipline and energy. He lost 20 pounds. Posture and confidence improved. He trained his brain to default to curiosity instead of broadcasting. 8 months later, he was engaged to a tall, accomplished architect, a woman he once found intimidating. On their first date, they talked 3 hours. He barely mentioned work. He won with emotional and intellectual connection. He fixed the broken stage, and the system worked. This method is not a magic pill. It's not clever lines or manipulative tricks. It is work. It will ask honesty that may feel uncomfortable. Small, difficult things day after day. You will have to face your fear of rejection by desensitizing through repeated exposure. The payoff is deep, unshakable confidence, knowing you can build the life you want through consistent, focused effort. You will meet better people, relationships based on genuine connection, not luck. The path is clear. Do the math. Look at the data. Find your compatible segment. Stop worrying about those outside it. Optimize every variable you can control: your fitness, your style, your grooming. Make yourself the best possible version of you. Commit to the belt system. Train stages in order, without skipping. Master the simple hello before numbers. Master friendly conversation before romantic tension. Track everything. Your data is your map and compass. It tells you where you are, where you're stuck, and what to work on next. Let numbers guide you and soften the sting of setbacks. I was short, overweight, felt invisible. I used data and a systematic regimen. I changed my body, learned to talk, listen, and connect. Partners chose me over men taller, richer, more conventionally handsome. Now I teach other men to do the same. You do not need luck. You need a process. You need consistent, focused practice. Now go do the work.